Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. My name is Caitlin from Florals.com and today I'm using the beautiful Blue Blossoms paper pad from Craftsmith Co. I used this for a mini album a bit ago and I'm really excited to be working with it again. I don't really reach for it. Actually, it's called Blue Blooms. Oops. And I'm really excited to be using this because this color scheme goes perfectly with these thickers that I had in my kit this month, my How to Kill a Kit with Style kit. And I really wanted to use these navy glitter thickers. And let me tell you, I use a lot of them on this page. I don't think I ever intended to use this many, but it worked out really, really well. So I'm really excited about that. Here's where I start to try to figure out which pieces I want to use for my title. I actually do two titles on this layout, which you guys will see at the end, how that sort of comes together. So this is more of a secondary title, more of a accent than anything. But I'm really excited to work with these. So I have two photos here, and I don't know if you guys remember, but I did post a haul about this adventure that we took. So this was 2 summers ago when we went to Kingston, Ontario, Canada, and there was a local scrapbook store there that I got to go to, and they're actually having like a grand opening thing. It's called Scraps of Paradise. Really, really lovely store. They also have an online store, so if you're in Canada, go check them out. Great selection, great stamps, great everything. The top picture is me inside the store, and the bottom picture is me outside the store with the free album I got. They were doing a promotion, so if you spent X amount of dollars, you got a free item, and I picked an 8x8 album, so that was really, really cool. And they had crop space, and they had all sorts of stuff. It was a really, really great store, and I'm glad I got to pick some stuff up there. So here I start layering some of the scraps that I had from the Blue Blooms 12x12 paper pad, and I decided to pull out the blue ink again from Tim Holtz and just dust the edges here with my ink tool. And I do that on both layers because I know that technically the second layer that I'm putting on now is the exact same color as the background, so by adding a little bit of ink helps get a little bit more definition, and it's still a great way to use all those patterns that are slightly different but the same color scheme next to each other. And then I also have that 12-inch strip on the right hand side, which is from the same paper pad. Just sticking with the blues and pinks for now, and I really, really like how this is turning out so far. So here I actually turned my background paper so I can use this diagonal pink washi tape alongside it. Because the diagonals were going in different directions at first, I just turned the paper and we were all good to go. I am proud to say that I think I used 3 different washi tapes on this layout, and one of them was actually in my How to Kill a Kit with Style kit, and it was the first time that I'd used it, so I'm really excited to have actually used a new washi tape pretty quickly after purchasing it, I guess you'd say. So here I'm going to again ink the edges of all these papers that I'm using. I do not ink the edges of my embellishments. That's a personal preference, but you could totally do that as well. It'll add definition to those as well. So here I have a navy, it's almost navy blue glitter washi tape, and I can immediately tell it's already starting to peel off because I assume it's because there's heavy glitter on the other side. So I decided to grab my ATG gun and put some tape adhesive underneath it. And I did get it in the wrong spots as well, so I had to rub it off there. Now I do have an adhesive remover, one of those little blocks, but I don't know why I didn't pull that out. I just used my finger instead. So you can kind of see how this is layering together. I know I want my title, what I thought would be my title, on the right hand side here going vertically. I've been really into vertical titles, if you guys couldn't tell. Let me know if you guys have ever done a vertical title and if you like them or not in the comments down below. I'm always interested in hearing what you guys think about those kind of creative decisions that are a little bit out of the box, but also, easy to implement. So there's my little title, Create Today, or what I thought would be my title. And I add a little heart at the end here just to eat up more of that space because it wasn't spaced perfectly and I wasn't about to go through it all again. I also pull out the paintbrush and the scissors from that same thicker set because it's a little bit crafty themed, which I really enjoyed. Now I'm not sure which collection this is from, but I don't believe I own any of it. It seems very crafty and specific, so I don't have any like papers or too many embellishments themed for crafting. So when I do know that I have some, I pulled them out for this particular layout. At the beginning of this video, I actually had the stamp set pulled out that I included in my How to Kill a Kit with Style kit, and it's from the Simple Stories collection, so I'm excited to be using that. And I also found this pink frame. It's been sitting in my stash for so long. It was gifted to me a while ago, and I finally got it on a page. I figured if we're going for a navy and pink theme, and we already have navy glitter, we might as well pull in some pink glitter. And it's one of those perfect shades of pink where it's not hot pink, it's not baby pink, it's like a mid-tone pink, which I really enjoy. And something I didn't expect was actually going through a lot of embellishments that are just sitting on my desk. I have this Paige Evans floral set sitting on my desk. I'm not sure which collection this was, maybe Whimsical. But I start going through them and pulling out the blue and pink ones, and then the copper as well, because this particular paper pad that I'm featuring does have copper foiling. So it worked out really, really well that these were on my desk, and they had a color scheme similar to the one I was already using. And I'm going to be featuring those on today's page. Now I do also find another pair of scissors, so I have a die cut scissors, which I think are from Jelly Bean Soup that I pull out, but those don't end up making onto the layout, they're just the wrong shade of blue. So here I start layering in some florals. Now there's no rhyme or reason for bringing in these flowers other than I needed embellishments to fill up the space to make this layout look to my liking. I will say we could have left it as is, just added, you know, a little journaling spot maybe here or there, and maybe some enamel dots and called it a day, but we went all out on this layout. And when I mean all out, I mean there's like hardly any white space when we're done. And you guys will see that build out here shortly. So I start pairing some blues and pinks together in the various sections here, and I pull in the different shades of blue on the leaves and the copper leaf that's left. And I start taking out some of these Lawn Fawn words as well. I love, love, love these words. Puffy stickers have my heart and always will. So I pull out two of them. One says look and the other one says find. I figured those both work well for window shopping and regular shopping, so I thought they would work in these two clusters. And here I pull out a labels from LE Studios, and there's this baby pink one that I want to cut out, so I use my trimmer and just pop that one out really quick so I can have a journaling spot underneath this floral cluster. And those were also in my How to Kill a Kit with Style kit, so it's working really, really well to have these focus items, even though there's a lot of them, but having those as jumping off points. So here I pull out this Jelly Bean Soup placemat set, and it's also a crafting theme, so there's embroidery hoops and there's some words that say make stuff, create, those kind of things. So I end up using make stuff as my title, but like I can say and like you can see, there are a lot of words on this layout, but it ends up working really well. I really love the embroidery hoop too because that really implies the craftiness of this all. And here's where I pull in the third washi tape. This is my Freckled Fawn washi tape from my kit. It's just white hearts on a copper background. Really, really beautiful and pretty, and this is my first time opening it, as you guys saw. So I'm going to finally start gluing everything down, and to be honest, this layout's pretty much exactly how you saw it, but we do add quite a few bits here at the end to really make it all come together. I think the hardest part was trying to figure out the layering and dimensions of all these pieces, because we have chipboard, we have foam, and things are overlapping other pieces, so we want to make sure that they can all rest flat despite going over other things. So I need to grab some foam adhesive for some of these flowers, and you'll see me put those in. And it also has a nice dimension to the page because we have the chipboard frame that's dimensionalized, and then we have the foam on top of the chipboard frame with that scissor piece there. And then we also have the foam on the right hand side, and we're also going to be dotting some of the foam from the thicker set as part of our embellishments. So that'll be really cool to have that additional dimension throughout the page. So here I start gluing everything down. I really was using my liquid adhesive a ton this day. Normally I would say I probably use my ATG adhesive a little bit more. Here's where I pop up that other pink flower just so I can have a little bit more dimension on the top left of the page. And like I said, I do tuck in that one embroidery hoop, and I save the other two for later because there were two more in the Jelly Bean Soup set that I decided not to use. But if you guys are interested in anything you've seen today, I'll try to have everything linked down below so you guys can check it out. I know it's fun when you see something that you want and you can't find it yourself, that it's nice to have the links down below so you guys can click and browse, so you don't have to waste your time searching for things that are a little bit harder to find. But I'll try to have all those linked down below in case you guys are interested. And I also wanted to mention that there's a lot of changes coming to YouTube as of late, and I really want to make you guys aware of it. So I'll have some links down below, a petition you can sign that can really help a lot of creators that might be at stake for these new changes. It has to do with a new act provided from the FTC for new rules for YouTube regarding child-aimed content, and arts and crafts channels could be at risk of losing monetization, comments, and being fined up to $42,000 per video. So if you guys are interested in reading about that, I'll have some links down below so you guys can sign the petition for the FTC to reconsider in case any of us are in you know, it could be a big deal in the end, and we really want them to reconsider these guidelines to make them a little bit more clear and easy for everyone to understand. So I'll have those linked down below, and you guys can read more over on my YouTube community page, or you can check out the video I'll have linked down below that tells a little bit more about it. But if you have any questions about it, please leave them down below. I'd love to talk with you guys about it and learn more from you guys and your perspective of it. And if any of you guys are creators, I'd love to know what you're doing about it as well. But back to the layout, I've pulled out these Simple Stories stamps, and the ones that I end up using are the washi tape, the scissors, the glue, and the pen. Really, really cute. I thought I would use some of these words, and again, I'm just using the blue Tim Holtz color that I had out. And the words didn't stamp really well. If you guys know, Tim Holtz inks aren't the best for stamping out detailed images, so I use them as I do. I did end up smudging the scissors, so I ended up covering that up with another foam bit. But here I'm going to add a bunch of these little foam circles, sort of treating them like enamel dots, but just adding that dark navy around the rest of my page to give it a little bit more interest and, you know, a little more fun attitude. But that is pretty much it for this layout, guys. I do have to glue down our little bits here, the dot on my eye, put some extra adhesive under this word look, and that's pretty much it. I really love how this layout turned out. I guess navy and pink's my new thing because we've done 2 layouts this month with that color scheme. But here are the close-ups, guys. I hope you really enjoyed this video. Don't forget to check out the links down below for the products if you're interested, and don't forget to check out the link for the petition and more about the new FTC rules that have been released and how they can affect creators like me and so many others that you know and love. But here are the close-ups again and a little bit of stamping down there. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you for all your support. And I really hope you did enjoy this video featuring my How to Kill a Kit with Style kit from November 2019. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!